The restaurant owner is like, watch out for tigers. Apparently he's actually seen a wild tiger here before.
美国人好。
18年时候在长春。
在长春，我们离长春远着呢。那没事啊，我还以为牡丹江。
牡丹江也有呢。去年冬天尼西来了一个老虎嘛。
吃人。
Off we go into the wilderness to be eaten by the tigers. Just kidding. They said the tigers probably won't eat us because we're too bony. Hush. Yo, check this out. Washington, D.C. vibes in these cornfields. It's Washington, D.C. It feels abandoned because of how high the weeds are, but the sign does say it belongs to some sort of university, so I don't know. Anyway, right down the street from Wish.com, Washington, D.C. is something even more exciting, the Russian Knick-Knack Emporium. Yeah, they have other products too, but come on now. I'm here for the knickknacks. Other than the really annoying beeping going on in the background, this place is pretty nice. Right off the bat, they led me into the makeup area, which I felt was not really the vibe, kind of boring, but I have now found the place where I belong. I'm in the ornate knickknack zone. This is solid. Like, this is not plastic. This is a heavy boy. And there are some things in here that are familiar to me from the US, but not in the same context. This, for example, is like haunted house gothic theme, but maybe to a Russian person, this is just like a normal household decoration. The nesting dolls go so hard in this place. Look how tiny the final little guy is. Look at this little nugget.
Alright folks, say goodbye to the Knick-Knack Emporium.
Just left the Russian goods place and now we're in this little village. Checking out the village store. In typical Heilongjiang style, he offered us a cigarette. They actually roll them by hand here. He was like, put my chickens in the vlog. So here I am, putting the chickens in the vlog. He gave us persimmons. People keep talking about tigers and stuff, but like, I really mean it that the scariest thing on this bike tour is Northeast drivers. Like, the tigers are not even in the back of my mind in the slightest. Like, if I see one, we'll deal with it when the time comes. So the people here, as long as they're not in a vehicle, are so nice. They're so warm and welcoming and friendly. But the moment they have enclosed themselves within the confines of a vehicle, they just become ruthless. So yeah, we are being careful, trying to stay on the quiet roads. Said goodbye to our last patch of yard corn and we are officially in the city of Ning'an. Just arrived at our hotel. Look at the tiny, tiny hobbit door. And it's not that people around here are super short because there's literally padding on here. And the owner has warned me like 17 times now to watch out for this low thing here. It's just the way the building was designed. There's this really, really tiny door. There's another one here. So you have to like duck under this thing. And look at this cute little sitting area down here with a whole tea set.
We only spent one night in Ning'an, and first thing the next morning, we headed to Jingpo Lake.
I love how basically wherever I am in China, even in these really far-flung random places, the riverbank is always a place you can count on for some cute community vibes. Hello.
你是啥国人呢？
美国。
美 国人。
对呀。
我是一个美国人，我的字典里只有左下2个字。
青海物质。
Hey, John made a friend.
去到吉林，然后辽宁，然后内蒙，然后河北。
进村儿了。Everywhere we go, he gets some watermelon, and he has a dedicated spoon.
哟，带勺了呢。
Hello.
Hello.
We are milking the teats of the last little scraps of daylight. Finally, I can see the lights of human civilization in the distance. Okay, so it's pretty lit over there apparently. They're setting off fireworks. Wasai. Upon arrival, we have been greeted by this giant deer head and a green laser sweeping back and forth. We finally emerged into this. Except our hotel isn't over there. It's over here in a quieter area. As much as I do love the noise and the excitement, I also don't know how I'd feel about it if it was like 2 a.m. And you never know how late these karaoke people are gonna go. So yeah, we're heading into a quieter zone. 富贵庄园。
美国的中文说的嘎嘎的。
来，普林斯这边。你看我英语说的不也嘎嘎的吗？
眼睛，他那眼睛是蓝色的。
Let me show you guys our room. Super cute log cabin style. Love this wood aesthetic. It is very nostalgic for me. Brings back those log cabin memories. This is the yard. Also really cute. More log cabin vibes. Freshly grown veggies back there. Look at those vegetables. I love staying in cute rural places like this. They have so much character and every single place is totally different. It's not like when you're in the city and you're staying in a hotel and you forget what it looked like the next day. These kind of places you'll remember because every single one has its own unique, cute vibe. Oh, and because we're next to a lake, everywhere you can see these big fish tanks full of live fish. The fish here is fresh to the max.
And speaking of the lake, it's time to go check that puppy out. Jingpo Lake is known for having this waterfall that attracts a lot of cliff divers. And every day at a few set times, there will be a cliff diving performance to entertain us peasants. So many people come to watch this spectacle that there's even an ad break.
And apparently there's tigers around here, which is also a vibe. We have entered the cave forest, and it's like 10 degrees cooler down here than it is in the rest of this place. Look at this thing.
This is crazy.
Nature's air conditioner. We're not even fully in the cave. We're still outside. We're just next to the cave. And it's radiating coolness off of it. Fascinating. We are hiking up to the top of this forest inside a volcano crater. So many stairs. Check that thing out.
切松鼠看吗？
You can also leave this lovely place with a big chunk of wood of your very own. Ooh, she's thick. And if you don't have space for these, you can take a little nugget, a fun-sized piece of wood. Take one of these puppies back home. Of course, there's a gun. There are so many guns here. Even this place, which is just selling like berries and stuff, they even have guns. In case y'all need a reminder that we are in a Russian border zone, we have a double whammy here. It's a Stalin nesting doll.
In retrospect, I really regret not buying this. I'm sure this is the kind of thing you would never see in an actual Russian person's house, but I mean, it just has so much character. All right, we've seen forests and caves and waterfalls and even a bit of wildlife, but we still haven't really seen the lake yet. So we're moving a couple hours down the road.
The previous place we stayed was closer to the waterfall. This time we're staying on the lake for maximum scenic vibes. Okay, so completely different vibe from the place we just came from. The place with the laser deer and the people dancing with fans outside of 100 restaurants with flashing lights. Yes, this is a completely different aesthetic. Not that place was bad or anything, but I also do want to feel closer to nature, and I think we have found that here. We have arrived at our hotel in this forest on a lake. As a lot of you all know, my grandma is from Vermont, so we have a family trip there every summer, and like 90% of my Vermont memories are being on little beaches like this, in front of a lake that looks just like that, with mountains in the background. This is like maximum childhood memories right here. Hello. 你好. Hello. Night has fallen. Of course there's karaoke. Is this karaoke? What is this? Very traditional. Ni hao.
And that is all for today's vlog, everyone. Hope you guys enjoy the change of scenery. In the next vlog, we are actually heading to the neighboring province of Jilin. In other words, it's time to say goodbye to the Russian border vibes and say hello to the North Korea border vibes. Can't wait to share our adventures in Jilin with you all. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.